Time to wake up, human. You're finally here. What's the matter? Confused? Or is it because you can't see me? Your eyes aren't made to see in the darkest reaches of a forest such as this. You can look around as much as you like, but your eyes will not find me. It is entertaining to see you twist and turn, desperately trying to find where my voice is coming from. Where could I be, No, not over there. Guess again. Nope, not there either. Oh, look at you try your hardest. Are you getting frustrated, little human? Or are you just getting scared? Don't worry, you'll see me soon enough. But not quite yet. I can smell it, you know. The fear that ripples through your body. The terror, the confusion, the panic. I can hear your blood racing through your veins. Your heart beating so fast. Poor little lost thing. So lost, so alone, so frightened. Seeing the dread that fills your face, that grips your heart, fills me with so much hunger. What do I want? Many things. Rephrasing your question, didn't you like the answer? Oh, what do I want from you? Do you really want to know? Do you want to know all the things in store for you? As if I would answer a question from a little dirtbag like you. Plus, that would spoil things, wouldn't it? It's much more fun when you have no idea what's to come. But it's going to be fun. Well, for me at least. I've watched you for quite a while now. Hours, in fact. You strutted into these forbidden woods so confidently. A mighty hunter looking for prey. Though in these woods you'll notice there is no prey to be found. Except for you. I do so love taking you humans down a peg or two. The hunter has become the hunted. From the moment you stepped into this forest, you were my prey. And I already had you in my grasp. That shadow in the corner of your eye that disappeared every time you turned to look. The cold feeling over your shoulder that grew with every step. Until suddenly, you could no longer think, no longer feel, no longer resist the pull that led you down here. You see, I put you in a trance of sorts, took control of your body and mind and drew you in, lamb to the slaughter. Each step you took, one by one, leading you further away from the safety of your little cottage. You couldn't even stop to think about why your feet began to lead you deeper and deeper into the trees, walking for hours until your feet ached and your legs trembled, but still your body pushed you ever onward, every nerve screaming at you to turn back. But instead of listening to that feeling, your body continued down the winding, dark path us until you passed the gap between worlds into our inner sanctum, and so to your doom. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no going back now. You will never find the way back to your realm. I'm afraid you're trapped. Oh, such simple creatures you are. It's surprising you even have the brains to speak. You are ants crawling around in the dirt, scrambling around in darkness, desperately trying to seek the light. Well, as you may have noticed, there is no light here. Only darkness. Only us. Where are we? I told you, human, you're in our inner sanctum. Do you mundane little things not listen? We are in the very heart and soul of this forest. These trees are older than your oldest ancestor, older still than the existence of your species. You're still trying to look around. Shall I help your primitive little eyes with something to illuminate your situation? Looking for me? You shall not see me yet, human. What's the matter? Does this place make you uneasy? It should. This place is the very seat of all the energy of the earth. The stone carvings made long ago in tribute to our glory. You should count yourself lucky in a way. No human alive has ever seen what you can see. Not one of them has any idea what truly rules your lives. But they shall learn again one day, when we get bored of toying with you. Tell me, can you feel the power? The earth pulsating under your feet with the raw, untapped energy. Sunlight is but a distant memory. Darkness in this forest has the power. Don't think that because I've given you a little light to give you an inkling of your situation that you're any safer. There are things here that would drive you mad if you saw them. More things still that are hidden, waiting, and hungry. Can you hear them? The whisper in the trees, the creak of the wood as they circle around you. Why did I bring you here? Why do you think? You're here because you dared to drag your filthy little human self into our forest. You dared to pass into our sacred lands, and now you'll pay the price. Why would I care that you didn't know you weren't supposed to be here? That's not fair. Nothing in this world is fair, you idiot. You will do well not to raise your voice to me, lest you may find yourself with no tongue. You're shivering. Good. You creatures tend to forget that you are not in fact the superior species. Compared to us, you're worms wriggling under our feet. And if we so chose, we could snuff out your entire species with the snap of our fingers. There are much older things in this world. Things that you would never believe even if you did see them. Things that would make you tremble and wet yourself at the very thought. However, we have remained in the shadows, so to speak, for a long while, watching you, waiting for the perfect moment to grab one of you. You think that because you do not see us that we don't see you. While it's true that you breed like rabbits, most of you will go through your pathetically short lives never having encountered us. Not directly, at least. But that just means that most of you are boring and not worth the time it takes to kill you. But we're all still here, as we always have been, as we always shall be. What am I? What makes you think you would understand even if I told you? Not that it matters. Your kind has called us many names over the years, though none are correct. Your dull brains could never understand the powers we possess, nor fathom what we truly are. You created the myths of fairies, elves, goblins and witches because you are simply not capable of comprehending our true nature, the power we hold over you all. I suppose in simple terms, you could call us gods, though we are much more than that simple representation. We are the life in the trees, the air in your lungs, the rain on your faces and the shadows that claw at your hearts from the darkness. We are as old as the earth itself, as old as creation. Time is meaningless to us. An age for you is but a blink in the eye. And you no more than toys we haven't yet grown bored of. You don't believe in gods. Defiant even now, even in this place. Well, you're going to get your wish, human. You're now going to see me. So tell me, do you still not believe even when faced with your gods? Now, no need to scream. Actually, scream all you wish. There's no one to hear you, no one to save you, and I do enjoy the screams of terror you humans make. Save you? The only thing that may save you is if you please me. So on your knees, you disgusting little creature, and beg your god's forgiveness. That's right. This is how things should be. You, on your knees, trembling before me at my mercy. Look at me. I said, look at me, human. Do you believe in your gods now? Of course you do. This makes me yearn for the old days, when all your kind did was beg for mercy. That's right. Your kind was once well aware of what lived in the darkness of this forest, of the creatures that stalked the night, dragged you from your beds and bathed in your blood. You're shivering. Are you afraid? Good. This is how you were all meant to be, at our feet and foaming at the mouth in terror. When we first created your species, you worshipped us, as you should. Offered us sacrifice and trembled at our feet because you knew then what your place in the world was. Beneath us. Powerless to our will and grateful for the miserable lives that we bestowed upon you. You kissed our feet and ripped out your own throats just to have our favour. For a time you stayed in your place. Before long, you abandoned our forests, thinking that you should have the power behind your own fates and leaving us behind in the dark, thinking that we could not reach you in your little villages and cities. You tore down the forests around you, somehow believing that you were destroying our power over you. and soon you began to forget. Time passed and you told yourselves we were only stories. You forgot your gods who so graciously allowed you to exist. You forgot your place in this world, and as your numbers grew, so did your pride and ambition. You began to turn on yourselves, greedy for power and dominance. We watched as you tortured yourselves, and your newfound delusions amused us. Instead of unleashing our fury and massacring you, we decided to play a new game with you. You are such fun little toys, easily manipulated. We became the shadows that hide in the dark, the voices in your minds that fueled your doubt, your paranoia and your hatred. We whispered thoughts of fear and suspicion, eating away at your souls and feeding your delusions of grandeur so that you would further tear yourselves apart. It's fun to watch you all scurry around fighting each other for food and land and crowns, destroying one another all for our amusement. Why did we allow you to leave? Because we thrive on the torment that you now cause yourselves. You forgot that each death, each moment spent in agony feeds us. The more you rampage and murder and torture one another, the better for us. More than when we used to torture you ourselves. Isn't that funny? You thought you were liberating yourselves when in fact you were right in the palm of our hand. Perfectly ignorant of what awaits you all. Have you noticed, human? The shadows that crawled from the darkness that now bind you into place. There's no point in struggling. You will never get free now. What shall I do with you? I mean, I've got a few ideas, but it's fun to let you try and guess. Let you go? Oh no, you will not be going anywhere now. Lied to you? No, you simply misunderstood my words. I said pleasing me may save you, not will save you. And I'm afraid that fear of yours is just too delicious. We can taste it, we can smell it, and we want more. Making you torture each other is quite different from the delights of torturing yourselves. Physically, anyway. It's been a long while since I've ripped into human flesh, and I'm going to enjoy this very much. Why? Because we can. Because we want to. Because it pleases us to tear apart stupid little humans who dare make their way here into our forest after forsaking their gods. I told you. All who trespass here pay the price. I just didn't tell you that the price would be your head. Does your reward please you? No? Well, that's a shame. Because it's going to please me very much to rip out your heart and eat it as you scream in agony. Any last words? Begging for your life? Really? Do I look like I care for your tears or your sorrow? No, human. Nothing will save you now. If it helps, I can promise to go easy on you. But I would be lying. Now, be a good little human and scream for your god. I want to enjoy this as much as I can.